Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Today, I'm going to be talking about the fastest way to get clients and sales using artificial intelligence technologies that will allow you to duplicate yourselves hundreds of times over. Okay? This is something revolutionary in that normally what happens is you have a technology or something along those lines, or you're an application or software. It does one task or two tasks, right? And it might create a video or a website or something like that, but it requires you to do the creative thinking, you to do a lot of the actual legwork to make the application do what you want it to do. The problem with that is you're doing 90% of the work and the application is doing 10% of the work. How is that fair where you're investing money and time and energy to do something where maybe if you spent maybe another hour or something of your time, you could have done it manually anyways. So this is where artificial intelligence, machine learning, some of the technologies that I'm going to be discussing with you have really automated things which will be a game changer for you. Because if you can imagine, right, if you can duplicate yourself hundreds of times over, then you're going to have 100 times more results than what you're getting right now. It's as simple as that. You multiply and you do the math, right? So today I'm going to be showing you award-winning 6-in-1 technology platforms, right? Notice the word platforms, right? So it'll give me multiple platforms that automate complex designs and animations in any language or industry at record speed. Nothing like this is out there. You can skyrocket your leads, sales, and profits in just a few minutes using this, and it works in any business market, industry, country, or language, regardless of where you are on the world. Now, this is important because when I show you how these work, you'll understand what I mean by that. And the beauty is you don't need any of this creativity and all that mumbo jumbo stuff. And you'll be able to get unlimited flow of new traffic and clients for free right after this webinar. Normally I'd say 24 hours to 48 hours or 1 week, 1 month. Here, the power of the technology that I'm going to be showing you is so realistically achievable by anybody without any budget or technical experience, or without having to spend a single penny on ads, or really needing any creativity or basically putting manual work for hours of your time to get results. And really without needing a website or marketing know-how, without worrying about competition or saturation. Because as I mentioned before, think of it this way, simply speaking, if I told you, okay, this task manually, it would take you 3 hours to do, right? And you're gonna get paid for, let's say, $10 or $20 or $40 for that 3 hours worth of work, you're gonna be laughing at me saying it's not worth your time to do so. However, what if you can do that hundreds of times over with just a click of a button? Now you're talking, right? Because now that means even if it's $10, you multiply that hundreds of times over. That is how I want you to assume. That's how automation, artificial intelligence, all this stuff that we're going to be talking about will help you benefit and think long term. One of the key problems people face is they have the knowledge, especially you, right? You also know, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to sell any videos, designs, or anything out there that you have created before. And you know exactly what the marketplace is charging, what your competition is charging, you know all this stuff. The problem is it's too much work for too little results. You're trying to sell something for 300 bucks, somebody's outbidding you for 50 bucks in the marketplace, right? Because there's always going to be cheaper cost or cheaper labor, if you will, out there. The only way to beat that is through automation. There's no other way. I mean, you cannot really buy more hours, right? You cannot really buy 25 hours in a day. It's impossible. So what we need to beat our competition and destroy our competition and get an edge over our competition is through automation. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, step by step. All right. And today I'll be giving you 6 tools, not 1, not 2, 6 different tools to make this possible. And I'll go step by step with each one of them so that you actually have great results. Okay. Now, simply speaking, the tools are all-in-one mockup designer, which has over 7,000. Yep, you read that right. 7,000 plus ready-made design templates with world-class visuals and all that good stuff. You will get that right out of the gate. Plus, you're gonna have our live motion photo animator technology, which is gonna allow you to animate any photo, boring photo, and make it into a stunning video or even a 3D visual, like moving visual, which is extraordinary. I'll show you how that works, it'll blow you away. Plus, you also have our AI-powered logo creator. This is stunning because what you can do is you just press one button and you put your brand name, and it's going to create dozens, 50 plus variations of that logo within a couple of seconds. And now you can choose, or you can go back and create another 50 in a couple of seconds. And that means you have unlimited choices for yourself and for your clients. And you also have the ability to use our one-click background removal tool, which is truly extraordinary. All these, by the way, are utilizing next generation artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies not available in any other application or platform because they cost a lot of money to build and perfect. And we took over 2 years to get to this level, and I'll show you again, super extraordinary. And you also get the magic object removal technology where you can actually remove any object from any image in just a couple of seconds. And you also get the multi-purpose image editor technology, which means you can add filters, stickers, effects, all kinds of good stuff for any image. And you can even convert a blurry image into a really powerful, clear, crystal clear image using this power of artificial intelligence. One more time, right? Again, super extraordinary. I know I'm saying a lot of cool things, but let me actually show them in action. But before I do that, the beauty here is that you can create unlimited amount of these. There is not a system where, for example, you're gonna be saying, okay, you can only generate 20 of these or something like that, right? And you also get the commercial and reseller license. So that means every single element that you create here, every graphic, design, animation, all that good stuff can and will be allowed where you can sell to clients for any price. That is very powerful because, as I said, through automation, you can duplicate yourself hundreds of times over. That's the goal, right? And on top of that, you can now, using this, you can use this technology for designs for social media, animations for an e-commerce store, or even product promos, websites, blogs, local businesses, and even advertising, which is extraordinarily powerful. Let's get to it step by step here, okay? So let me show you what each application does, and I'll go in depth and actually reveal and be prepared to be blown away. The first technology that I want to talk about is the 3D live motion photo animator technology. And this has two options, by the way, which is one being where you can convert a 2D photo into engaging 3D motion photos. Basically, it converts a static photo into a 3D style effect. And second is basically where you can actually convert a 2D photo, it's like a boring photo, into motion videos. So one is photos with animations and one is actual videos, full-fledged with all kinds of animations. So that means you can convert a photo into a video or a photo into an animation as an option, and you can import any photo or even use our own existing photos to make it happen. Now, rather than showing you exactly how this application works, which I'll do in just a second, I'll actually show you the end result. It's going to be awesome. Now let me show you how easy this is to use. All you have to do is you have two options, right? One is converting a 2D photo into 3D motion photos, and then the second one is to create videos off of 2D photos, right? And so let's use this one, the second option, which is where you can turn any photo into a powerful, beautiful professional video, and which is in complete high resolution. So all we need to do is upload an image or use from the stock photos that are within the application. So for the sake of this demonstration, let me actually upload an image of mine that a client sent me. And there you go, this is the image, all right? So now let's go back and let's actually upload this image. All right, so we got that uploaded. Now we have to choose the dimension. So why do we have dimensions? Well, landscape, square, and mobile. So this is to make sure that whatever you're creating the output, it's gonna be for a particular platform. If it's mobile only, it's going to be for certain mobile apps. If it is square, it's for example social media. Landscape, it could also be used for example for YouTube or Facebook or your laptop, desktops, and that sort of thing. Websites, blogs, you get the idea, right? So I'm just gonna make it landscape just to show you, but again you can use it in any if you will dimensions here. Like you see, you just have to make sure that it will work for that particular dimension, okay, depending on again the idea behind the actual photo. If it is a vertical photo, obviously it'll be easier, for example for mobile. If it's a landscape one in such a way, it'll be this way. You get the idea. Now let's click on proceed. Now this is the dashboard, so easy as you can see here. Now watch this, there are two components here. One is the pinpoints, okay, let me highlight, which is right here as you can see, and then that other one is the basically the animation, the arrows, right? And then the third one being the speed of the animation. So in effect, what we are really talking about is the first part being that what image you want to be static, right? So let me show you an example of what we are trying to achieve at the end of the day, and then you can go from there. Pretty cool, right? But let me show you how to do that in just a few seconds, really, and even better than the demonstration I just showed you, the end result. So firstly, we want to pinpoint, right? So basically, these are the static elements of that particular video that I'm trying to create. So in this case, I want to make this car the static element. So I just circle around it and I select the car. It doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. Again, you're using artificial intelligence to make this whole thing possible. So it doesn't have to be perfect. The application does all the thinking for you, but it just has to know what you want right at the end of the day, so that it can actually do all the thinking for you thereafter. So now this is what I want. I don't want the car to be animated or move or anything, and I don't want this bike as well to basically animate, but I want the smoke around this object to basically be animated, right? You got the point. So this is what I'm trying to achieve here. Again, as I said, doesn't have to be perfect, just takes a couple of seconds. Even a 10-year-old could do it. So now this is the isolated part, meaning this part I'm gonna not animate at all. Now then the other one, which is to the left here, is draw the actual animation, right? Draw the direction. So this is basically where if you wanted some elements like the smoke, where in what direction you want it to go. So if I want the animation to go this way here, and then I want this animation to go this way here, right? And then I want this smoke to go this way here, right? Something like this. And then I want, for example, this smoke also to go this way here, right? I just have to do that. That's all, really. It doesn't really matter. So now I'm converting this static part, right, if you will, the static part into an actual animation. So once this is done, just click play. You see that? How cool that is? Now, that is gonna blow people away when they see it. And this is just one example. I can keep going and showing you hundreds of examples, but pretty cool, right? What is happening here? You converted a static photo into an actual animation. Now, on the second level, what you could do here is do other cool things. Like for example, I can go into the animation speed here and I can make it faster. I can make it slower, like so. It's just one click, right? It's real time. I can preview how this looks like. And if I'm happy with this, right? If I'm happy, I can just go and click export on the top right. You see that right here? And then I'm good to go. All right. And on top of that, you can also add text here. As you can see, you can add your own images on top, and again, do the same effects to that image that gets added. So meaning you can have like a picture-in-picture effect. So for example, you have this motorcycle here. If you wanted to put maybe an ATV here, you can do that too, basically in effect, right? Which is really cool. And you can you can maybe add clouds here. Maybe you can add dust, whatever you want, right? And now, on top of that, you also have the ability to delete any object, or just go back and change things if you undo, basically if you did anything wrong. And you can add, which is my favorite part on this, is add more effects. So for example, if you wanted to add smoke or bokeh effect, butterflies, so you want to add snow and clouds and all that stuff, you can do that. You can even add hearts and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna add this effect, right, if you will. I could add this tornado effect. Right, you see this? Pretty awesome, right? So I can add this as well, and of course I can, every element that I'm doing, I can change things over and all that stuff too. So if I am not happy with that, I can go back and add this blazing fire and tornado, right? And every element, if you can imagine, is editable. So this fire, for example, I can reduce the size of this fire like so, right? And I can put this at the edges. If I want to do any other element, right, like for example that other element that I showed you, which was the tornado, I can adjust it as well, right, like so. So you can adjust different layers for this animation. So you see this? I can do it this way too. You see that? Pretty cool, right? So you have these elements as well. And of course, if you wanted to put the smoke here, you can do that too. So for example, it looks something like this. You see? Pretty awesome, right? So once you're done, you can export it and you're good to go. Now you can export it as a real video with all these effects and all that cool stuff here. Very powerful, and it can really blow people away when you see it. As just one example, I can show you hundreds and hundreds of examples, but you can watch the training tutorials later to go through some of the other examples. But really quickly, the beauty here is that you can literally convert any image or any photo into an actual video. Now the same thing applies also in the case of, if you go back in the same element here, We also have the 3D motion photos, which basically gives the effect of an object moving, basically, and it's so easy to do. So all you have to do, let me explain how this would work, okay? So for example, if you have this couple on the beach image, right? So just a bunch of couple just walking on the beach. This is the photo. Now you could animate it like so. So you see this, and it just a couple of clicks really. So you see this, how in the bottom we have this water being animated, and in the top we have the clouds moving, right? All really you have to do is select certain positions and what you want to get animated and in which direction, and that's it. You're good to go. So all you have to do really, you go in here, you select the 3D motion, and then you upload an image. Let's go back, let's upload that couple image that I was just telling you about. So couple on the beach, we select this, and now we just have to select around the couple basically. So here basically you have the brush icon, right? You can change the brush size and brush color and all that stuff if you wish. Really it's optional, but you can change this brush. But you can now select the elements. Once you select the brush element, you can then decide how you want the animations to occur and which animation to be animated. So you could have select around the couple, for example. You want anything around this couple to be animated, you can select that, for example. Stuff like that, basically, in effect, and everything around it will get animated. And that is how easy it is. And once you're done, you just click on the proceed option, and then everything around it will be animated for you. That's how easy it is. You have other customization options, but this is how easy it is to use. Next, we have the all-in-one design and mockup engine, right? So this is where you have over 7,000 different templates that you can utilize and modify and make your own. Very, very powerful. Imagine this. You have, for example, mockups here, like for instance, you can create any design for social media and all that stuff. But also you have these, when you click view all, you can go scroll down here. You see this. You have book covers, album covers, brochures, certificates, coupons, Facebook ads, flyers, Facebook covers, Google ads, Instagram stories, invitation cards, letterheads, LinkedIn posts, Pinterest ads, posters, resumes, and keep going on and on. Tickets, Twitter posts. You see this, invoices and YouTube thumbnails and YouTube banners, mockups. You see these t-shirt mockups and all that good stuff. You have landscape mockups as well here. So let me show you the end result and then show you how easy it is to create some of these. All you need to do really, pretty straightforward stuff. You just go in and let's say you like any one of these. So let's say we like this one right here. This is the Christmas tree mock-up, I believe. And you can again select other ones here too. But in effect, let's say you want to change and you want to change the template. Well, here you go. Here we can change the mockups, the image. We can place any image in. It's going to resize itself for that. We can change any element. We can add our own layers. We can remove the backgrounds for the stuff. You could add images. You can add more objects here. So for example, you want to add one of these objects here, right? You can add that too. So for instance, right? And you can add stickers, elements, you know, all this good stuff. You see this, right? And you can add your own backgrounds if you wish. You can even upload your own photos. You get the idea. Patterns, fonts, anything you can imagine. Your full-fledged design editor. Now, this is just for the mockup. So if you want to do anything else, for instance, let's say you want to create a graphic design for a client or anything along those lines, you could do that. So for example, let's talk about some book covers here, right? So there's tons of these book covers here. There's one which is A Lone Traveler. Now it says drag and drop your files here if you want to add, and you can add that later. There's no rush. I mean, this is basically to say any logos you want to add or any images, you can do that. But anyway, pretty cool, right? So here, the A Lone Traveler, I can change every element of it. So I can say that Together Traveler, right? For example. And of course, I can move any elements to the side and that sort of thing. So it's super easy. Every element is customizable. You can move around, play around how you want it. And you can change the fonts, the elements, and all that good stuff. You can also add shadows, and you can vertically flip it. You see this? I can flip it around, flip horizontally like this, right? So meaning you're adding that mirror effect, right? See this? You can add mirror effects as well. You can crop things, blur things, you can add effects. You can do all kinds of stuff because it's multi-layered, right? So every layer on top can be done in a certain way to basically make your designs pop. This is basically a direct replacement to Photoshop without all the complexity and all that mumbo jumbo stuff, right? You can have pretty much ready to go. And there's tons and tons of these designs. I can keep scrolling. You see this, right? So many designs. I mean, you keep going on and on here. This is a 2020 annual report, for example. This is a very big one where you're trying to create a book cover for an annual report. Well, you can do that right now and fully edit it to however you want it. All these things, super easy, super slick, works on all devices. No need for it to tinker with anything, if you will, to make it work. So pretty awesome. Once you're done, you give it a name, right? And then you can basically just go click on the download button on the top and it's going to be ready to download for you. Super powerful, super easy, super straightforward. I could be going for hundreds of features here to your left, but that's going to take me hours and hours, but you can play around with it. There's tons and tons. Imagine whatever Photoshop can do, this can do more or less, right? And that is a true power without any of that difficult stuff. Like people go to university and colleges to learn Photoshop. Well, you don't need to do all that stuff. Here in a couple of seconds, you can play around with it and you'll master it within maybe a couple of tries. And that's how fast it is. That's how easy it is. It took us a long time to make it this easy to use. Next, we have the Logo Factory, which is basically artificial intelligence powered logo creation software, where it doesn't do one logo or 3 logos, but you type in the company name and the tagline as well as what industry you want to do, or even if you don't have an industry, it can automatically create 50 different variations of that logo so you can show it to clients, or you can yourself for your own business or brand pick the best one. And of course, every try it creates new variations, which means that you have hundreds and hundreds of different logos at your disposal. Very, very powerful, as you can imagine, because nothing like this is out there. You can imagine that, right? Nothing like this is out there, especially this easy to use. Let me show you how this works, and then I'll show you exactly how to go about creating the effect. Let me show you how easy this is. So let's say we are trying to create a logo for a real estate business, right? So maybe it is a real estate brokerage or a real estate agency. So now let's say now we wanted to create, so that company's name is Awesome Real Estate, right? Or whatever. So now we can say we sell houses fast. That's the tagline, right? So now all we need to do is click create logo, where you want graphical initials or signature, right? I just zoomed it in a little bit so you can see it easier, but just click on graphical. This is where you have an actual image or an icon as the logo. Click proceed and then choose the niche. Now, of course, if your niche is not here, don't worry, it doesn't even really matter, but let's say real estate here as the niche, right? So then click create. You see this, here are some logo designs based on your choices. You see this, I have so many choices here that I can pick 50. I can click load more, and every variation is unique, right? And it's unique to that particular business. Very powerful, as you can see here. Now, let's say I like this one and I wanted to download it. I can download it using the download button. If I click on edit here, check this out. So you see this? I can edit this, I can add elements, and I can do all kinds of cool stuff. So it has full-fledged editor here with layers and adding shadows and maybe even doing that mirror effect I showed you earlier and that sort of thing, right? And all kinds of cool things here to make your designs pop. And then once you're done, click on the download button on the top right, and you'll see, and you're ready to rock. That's how all it is. So easy to do. Now, what is the value of something like this? Well, if you go into 99designs.com, right, and you go into their logo design elements here, you'll see that 99 Designs alone charges well over, actually they say it's 99 Designs, but you see some of these logos here are 1,199 bucks, 399 bucks, and that sort of thing. And do you see yourself, I'm asking you a question, if somebody even said, let's forget about this $1,100 and all that, right? Let me open this up, by the way. But if you wanted to forget about all this $1,600, right? Or this artificial intelligence logo, $669. Let's even look at this fun company softball team logo, right? Something like this, right? Instead of you actually creating one logo, what if you gave 50 logo options to this client? You have a much better edge in getting this client to pick you than somebody else who only did one, right? That is the power of artificial intelligence. That is how artificial intelligence can help you long term. Same thing here. You see, there's this one right here where they picked somebody and they paid $1,199 for this. Again, you see, they gave 29 designers, 115 design entries were given. What if you, in this 115, you gave 50, right? Do you agree with me that you have a bigger edge now because you're almost 50% of all the particular projects that a person could pick? Now, this is an example, but do you see yourself with the power of automation with what I just showed you, where you can give the options to a particular person, just like in a website like 99 Designs, and really take your business to the next level, right? Absolutely, right? It's super powerful. This is why automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, when you can duplicate yourself in such a way where the competition will bite the dust, because at the end of the day, what you could do, 100 automated robots like you are doing all the work. That's the power here, right? That's the great advantage of having artificial intelligence work in your favor. Of course, you can modify things because a client might say, hey, look, I don't like this green theme. I want another theme here instead of a green theme. Well, you can add blue here. You see my point, right? You can change the color tone and theme to match that design, which is even more powerful. So once you're done, again, you can download and you're good to go. Now, that's not enough. There's a lot more. So let me show you something else. Next, we have the one-click AI background removal technology. So this is really awesome. What you need to do is just press one button and remove the backgrounds from any image, any photo automatically. No need to add the edges or select what areas to remove the background from, all that mumbo jumbo stuff, because it's never going to be perfect. Because at the end of the day, when you get involved, you always make mistakes. See how cool it is. It's just one click and the app does all the thinking for you. Let me show you how easy this thing is, okay? We just select a couple who are walking on the beach, let's say, right? So we have a couple walking on the beach, and so you want to remove the background for that. That's all it really is, right? So the app does all the thinking when it comes to removing the background. So this is powerful because oftentimes, as I said, when you're trying to remove any backgrounds, let me explain here, right? So you see this, how it removed the entire beach area automatically, no need for you to click anything on that sort of thing. Normally what happens is other apps, what they want you to do is you need to select around the edges like this, right? And you gotta make sure it's like perfect, you know, like I gotta do some stuff like this, you know, like I have no idea. And it's never gonna be perfect because you're an individual, right? Like there's these gaps in the hands and all that stuff. And it's super, super hard to make sure that it's perfect when we're doing it manually, right? Because there's these edges, there's these gaps in between. This does everything automatically. It does all the thinking for you. Now, if you want to adjust it even further, you can always go back, click on the edit button, and then you can go ahead and erase any elements. So if you want to erase some elements here, for example, you can do that, stuff like that, right? You can do all that stuff, and you can edit things even further and restore the brush size and, you know, all that good stuff. You can do undo, redo here and all that stuff, right? So you can even edit it further if you wish. So you have that option. It's not like you don't have the option to modify things, but the beauty here is the application does all the thinking. So you can just download if you're good to go. And now the beauty with this is that right here, because of how easy it is, one click, no need selections and everything, you can do as many as you wish in just a few seconds. Now, why is this powerful? Well, every single e-commerce image that you see on Amazon or on eBay or Walmart or whatever, it is always, if you will, in a transparent background, right? And generally they're transparent background because they showcase those products in a really good way. So this is also good where you wanted to add your own background image here. You can do that as well once it's a transparent background. Super easy to do, and you can do that with our image editor as well, and then our mockup tool as well, where you can take this image and then add it into a mockup or any other existing graphics as well, which is very powerful. So the beauty is, and I want you to ask another question here. Check this out. This is basically some projects on Fiverr.com, right? I will remove a background, 20 images in 3 hours quickly, right? And charging $5. But check this out, 2,808 orders, 5 orders are in queue right now. And it's just one person. Like you could go and say something like background removal, and you'll see. And you can do this stuff automatically. You see what I'm saying? So stuff like this, right? without, having to do any of this Photoshop, any of that mumbo jumbo stuff. Check this out, $15, right? For just one image. Okay, this person has 83 reviews here, and you can do automatically. Wouldn't you be able to compete with somebody like this where you are doing it all automatically? No need for you to go and select objects manually and all that mumbo jumbo stuff. You are doing it automatically, and you can charge this kind of money. Now I know $15 doesn't seem like a lot. However, imagine this, you can do hundreds of images, right? With just a few seconds or a couple of minutes or a few minutes at the most. So it adds up very quickly. And do you see yourself, let me ask you this question, right? Do you see yourself where with this automation technology in your hands, somebody posts a project like this, and you post a project, and Fiverr is the cheapest platform out there. You can do this in Upwork or any platform out there, especially for clients, right? And directly to clients in Facebook groups or anywhere. We'll show you where to get the client. That's not a hard part. But do you see yourself where you make at least this $15 many times over, right? Or even $5 many times over. Say you did 100 of these, that's $500 right out of the gate. That took you maybe a couple of hours. Or I'm just saying in the worst case scenario. In the best case scenario, maybe like 10 minutes. You see my point, right? Because you guys just download the images and then you're good to go organizing those images, right? It takes you 2 seconds to remove the background, and you want to add them into the mockup application or our image editor application where you can add these backgrounds or these other elements and put them into different scenes or scenarios. You can add more value to this equation here. You see my point? How you can, right after this webinar, use these technologies, whether it's logos or whether it is background removal like this, all these little things, you can start actually generating a revenue stream for yourself and for your clients right out of the gate. I mean, if you have existing clients, even better, you can charge them more money. But if you don't, you can start doing this right now. I mean, if you go into the premium section here, right? Check this out, right? $35 for just one image. And this person is making dozens and dozens of sales every single day. So this is why this is so powerful. And with artificial intelligence, this means that you can duplicate yourself. What this person is doing, you can do with a computer, which is a robot. It's just 100% accurate 99% of the time, right? So for example, what I mean by that is a robot can do the thinking accurately more than a human being. We are tired sometimes. We are not accurate in terms of our way of doing things. So this is the beauty here, right? Now that's just the start. This is just background removal. I'll show you one other cool thing you can do as well that adds on to this effect. The next tool you get access to, yep, there's more, is the auto remove unwanted objects. Okay, this is basically an object removal technology where you can remove any unwanted objects from any photo. Okay, be prepared to be blown away because I'll show you an example here. Check this out. I can select any object in any photo, similar to the selection right here, and then I can have that removed in just one click. This is incredible because again, it uses machine learning and artificial intelligence and something called object analysis, which is next generation, if you will, artificial intelligence stuff. Basically what they do is they figure out, okay, there is this object, therefore we're going to replace it with the existing scene behind it. It's extraordinary. And let me show you how easy it is. Let's go to upload image. Again, we have that couple walking, right? So let's say you want to remove a person from that image, or it can be an object. It could be any element. This is useful because majority of the time your clients will not give you a perfect image, right? They're not going to give you a perfect image. So what you can do here is all you have to do is just change the brush size slightly, and I'm going to select this person. So I'm going to just select this person. I just have to make sure I select the whole person, right? And that's it. I don't have to, again, select the exact idea behind the t-shirt and all that elements. I just select this person like so, right? If I want to make some other selections here just to make sure I cover all the bases, and then boom, click proceed. And then watch carefully what happens, right? It does all this work behind the scenes. And the beauty with this, right, is as you can see here, it removes the object, but also you see this, it kept that beach, if you will, sand and all that stuff, the water here. So it's as if that person didn't even exist, which is awesome. And here's the best part. If you wanted to do things even more, let's say you wanted to remove any shadows or whatever, you can do that selection one more time and eliminate that, which is meaning you can run it one more time. It's complete artificial intelligence. So if I wanted to remove the shadow here, like this stuff right here, right? And I wanted to make sure that shadow is eliminated, watch again. I just click on it and then boom, it's going to remove that shadow as well. You see that? Pretty awesome. You see that? Excellent, right? So this you can download right away. Now, what are the uses for it? Again, let me show you. Right after this webinar, you can do something with this. Check this out. I typed object removal on the basic level. People are charging starting $5 to $15 or whatever for just one photo. Here you can do as many as you wish, right? So now check this out. If you look at this higher end one, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Say I will cut people onto backgrounds and add or remove objects with Photoshop. You don't have to use Photoshop for this, right? You can remove the background and put any background here and add things over. How would you do it? First of all, you would remove the objects or remove the background, right? You use our two tools to make that happen. Then you open up our basically mock-up and image editor technology, where you can then put any image as the background and then put this in the foreground, right? Super easy. So in this case, I take this image, right, and download it, and then I open up our next technology, right? So let me go back here to the dashboard. First, I'm gonna download this image, okay? Let me download this image right here, click on this, and it's saved into my computer. Now, once it's saved, the next thing I can do is I can go back to the background removal and I'll upload that same image that I just did, right? Which was, again, we removed that person here, right? The husband here or whoever it is. And then we have just the woman here, right? So basically you can download this, you can edit it and that sort of thing. But we can download it and we can put this anywhere. So let me do that. All we have to do is click on the all-in-one design mockup engine here. After saving that image that I just downloaded where the background was removed. And we can just click on mockup square. So here we can do anything here. You see, as you can see here, there's tons of these backgrounds and all that stuff. Or we can even go back and click on something like a Facebook ad or something like that, right? And the beauty here is if you click on this Facebook ads here, right, and skip, let me show you how you could do this hypothetically. That same image that I downloaded just now, I can upload it by going into your uploads and upload image. And then let's click on this one right here, and then we will select the lady and we can put her here. Pretty awesome, right? You see that? I can put her here. So you see how I've added an object into a place that they don't even belong, and I can add it. And of course you can make it even better and all that good stuff. I mean, I can do that and refine it even more, but you see how easy that is. And you can even do it even more simpler actually. Let me actually delete this element here, delete object. You can also search for any image. So for example, if I wanted to search for walk, right? Somebody is walking or whatever here, and I could do the exact same effect. So you can take this right here, and then I can click on this remove background on the top here. Takes a few seconds. And boom, there you go. Her background is removed, as you can see here. So that means I can put her here as well, walking. You see that? How realistic that looks. So now this is exactly what that person did in Fiverr and is charging $50 for this. I mean, I'm not kidding here. Check this out. You go in here, $50, cut one image onto a background, right? What did that take me? Just even in this live webinar, I could do it in 2 seconds. I mean, maybe 30 seconds. This is 30 seconds of your time worth $50. Absolutely, right? Do you see yourself being able to do something like this if somebody asks you to do it, now that you have all these tools at your disposal? Absolutely, right? Yep, absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of people saying yes. This is exactly why this is so powerful, because you have all the tools you'll ever need in one disposal at your disposal. You don't need Photoshop plugins, Photoshop extensions. You don't need Photoshop itself, which is a recurring subscription now. And on top of that, you don't need to go to a university or college to do 2 years worth of graphic design and animation training, right? All this stuff is super easy for you to do right out of the gate. No confusion, no nothing. And again, everything is super easy. Like just click, point and click easy. And this is just one part of the entire 6-in-1 sequence. And then not only are you getting all these tools, but you get one other tool which I'm going to show you, which is also really cool, and that is the Slick Image Editor, which is basically a full-fledged AI powered image enhancing tool. Now you've seen some really high-end apps these days which do something like this, and this does it in a much easier, simpler fashion. So what it does, it will smooth out images and do some other cool things. Let me show you the end result of what it can do, and then I'll show you how you can replicate the process in the application. Now the cool thing with this is before I run into the application, it does photo retouching. First of all, as you can see here, this person has 171 feedback for just retouching some photos. And this one is another one which got 87 here, for example, just retouching a photo here, right? Just changing some blemishes and some acne and that sort of thing. And you see at $30, right? To remove and do color correction and all that. This application does this on autopilot. That's how easy it is. No need for you to really do anything extra, right? Some stuff that people charge a lot of money to do, just to retouch it, make it a little bit neater, right? And as an example, this one right here, for anybody who has acne or blemishes and that sort of thing, this does it. And that's just one part of it. I mean, the other part, making it photo finish, right? Something like this, you see, retouching this person right here to have this photo finish. You can do this automatically with the application. So let me show you an example how this would work. And again, I said that's on top of the resizing. You can crop it for social media and all that good stuff. Here's an example of somebody with some blemishes here, right? Slight acne, if you will. And then they would want you to retouch the images, especially in terms of clients who are doing any kind of work. This is the kind of stuff you'll have to deal with, not just some filters and stuff, which is already in the application, which I'll show you in just a second, but something basic like this. And you'd have to use Photoshop and some really high-end technologies and all that stuff to do this. Well, all you have to do is either you have the automatic smoothing here, right? I just select it a little bit and it makes it better already. And then you also have the manual smoothing. So you can play around with it. Basically, you can do a lot of cool things with the automated stuff depending on the image and that sort of thing. You can also do the manual stuff, which is also really cool. And you can also add effects, like you can add grungy effect, if you will. You can add different effects like filters and that sort of thing. You can also do enhancements. If I click on magic enhancement here, I can add more highlights, contrast, saturation, and that sort of thing automatically to this particular image. You see this? And it'll give that photo finish look after I've removed any blemishes and all that sort of stuff. Without, you see the lighting that was done here? You see your hair carefully. Look how professional it looks, right? This is the beauty here. And you can also do object aware crop. So you can crop the images based upon any objects around it and all that stuff, so that you don't have to basically, again, do manual work, which allows you to make a ton of mistakes, which is not fun, because we are all human beings at the end of the day. So you see this, how it cropped that person to have like that Facebook or like in LinkedIn, that kind of an image, or you can do in different ways. Alternatively, you can also do social media cropping. Okay, you click on social media cropping images here, it'll automatically crop it for different social media platforms for this person. This could be also for e-commerce products, it could be physical product, digital product, your services. It could be, for example, an application. It could be anything really, where it's gonna convert them for different social media platforms. You can download them and be ready to rock. Okay, you can also add new layers here, new text and all that good stuff. So really, this is the powerhouse that you're getting access to as a part of DesignBeast. So 6 applications that you're getting access to in one dashboard. All of them work in line with each other. You can download this application, this image right here, and then automatically you can import that image into any one of these elements here, like the background removal one. You can do so. You can do that here in the object removal. You can play around with different elements that you're just using, because all of them work hand in hand with each other. All of them are integrated perfectly, so you can have the best output that you can do. I want to show you some other ways to monetize this and start getting results right after this webinar, but I know many of you, in fact, are posting right now. I want access to this right away, because I know right after this webinar, I can start selling this on Fiverr, Upwork with clients and that sort of thing, with automation, where one person is limited to them putting their brain power here, while here we have behind the scenes millions of data pieces, robots, and all these high-end technologies working behind the scenes to automate all these tasks for you. So what you would have to use, even an application like say a Canva or a Photoshop, takes a lot of effort. Here we've introduced artificial intelligence and reinvented a design and animation technology. Now, on top of that, we have some awesome bonuses as well. I'll give you the link in just a second. Then we'll talk about some other ways to monetize and some great bonuses I have for you, and some prizes and all that good stuff as well. But I know you want to get access to the technology right away, so I'll talk about that as we go along right now. So you can jump into it, skip all the launch hype, hoopla and everything, and get it right now. And then also talk about some awesome bonuses that I have for you that I've spent many months to create for you. Now, The first bonus is royalty-free images and icons. Okay, so we integrated with many of the largest platforms out there where you can grab their images and all their elements, so you don't have to go download it externally. Within the application, you can embed and download them and import them right out of the gate. You don't have to do any extra work, and that is right out of the gate very powerful because you have millions of assets to work with: icons, stickers, vectors, images, all that good stuff. You also get hundreds of premium fonts. This is useful when you're doing any kind of design or animation. Having that font to match that company's actual business or their branding and all that stuff is extremely critical, where we allow you to do that so that you can immediately start not having to go and use other applications. Everything is in one application, so you can change the font to whatever you want and in any language you want. You see, some fonts work really well with Japanese language, for example, or some work really well with Arabic, or for example, some do very well in Hebrew, or some do really well, for example, in Hindi or Bengali, or some of the languages around the world, right? So you can use these fonts for that language. That's why we introduced this, so that it's multilingual and also reaches across the world. And you also have unlimited usage forever. So we are not going to say, hey, you're only going to be limited to 100 designs and thereafter pay as a royalty, or you're only going to be limited to 100 designs or 100 animations and after that start paying as a monthly subscription. We are not going to do that. You can use this application even 10 years from now, okay? And you can be proud of using it because we have a really dedicated team only designed and dedicated to actually develop and update this application. So all the updates as well will be included here for free. And you're also going to get the commercial license, which is a big deal, by the way. That means every design and animation you create, you don't have to pay as any royalties. You can sell to clients on Fiverr, Upwork, directly to clients. Use it in your own businesses. Offer it as a service. Offer it as an add-on to maybe a social media advertising agency, or maybe a social media management work that you're doing, or an SEO work you're doing, web design work. Use this as an add-on for that without having to pay any extra royalties, which is awesome, right? And you also get our 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee on top, right? Along, not only with this 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee, we have something really cool as well. You also get unlimited cloud hosting and storage for all the projects that you create. This is powerful because we are a web-based application, so we are powered by Amazon's award-winning cloud technology, right? Amazon technologies are used by McDonald's and many Fortune 500 companies. I think 1/3 of all Fortune 500 companies use Amazon's infrastructure. So we have that. So your projects are going to be stored there. That means you save a project, there's a lot of assets in there, images, animations, videos. We'll save all that stuff for you without charging you extra. Imagine if you were to do it in your own computer. Not only is it going to rely on your computer speed, but in this case, you don't have to worry about any of that mumbo jumbo stuff. All of it is handled. All of it is automated, and all of it is ready to rock for you. Now, that means you can save potentially hundreds of dollars per month in cloud hosting fees. We will pay on your behalf. No need to pay any extra fees. And you can get to save your computer data and storage, and also make your computer run nicely because it doesn't use your computer at all. We use everything on the cloud, which is the next generation of how things should be, right? And so that means it'll also work on any device. It'll work on an iPad. It will work on, for example, if you will, a laptop or a desktop, basically Mac, PC, Linux, whatever you want, it'll work because it's browser based. It'll work right out of the gate. If you can open up Chrome browser, it's going to work right out of the gate in any platform out there, including if you're using Google OS for that matter. Doesn't matter which operating system you use. So how much? So right now, if you were to really look at the options out there right now, with just 1% of what DesignBeast does, right? Just one. It's gonna cost you hundreds of dollars potentially per month. Meaning, for example, go to pricing for remove.bg, which is a background removal technology. They charge 25 cents per image if you actually pay them a monthly fee, okay? Meaning if you pay $49 a month, then they'll allow you to do about, I don't know, what is it? 200 or whatever images, which is 25 cents. Now, you don't want to pay a monthly fee, right? So then you'll have to go pay as you go. That's $1.20 per image. So if you do 10 images, it's going to cost you $12. If you do 75 images, that's Canadian, so about roughly, give or take, equivalent with US dollars, right? If it's in euros, same thing. So more or less $8, 8 euros or $10 US, whatever it might be. But the point I'm trying to make is it adds up very, very quickly, right? And you're not charging any pay-as-you-go fee or a subscription plan to get access to it. You can start using this right out of the gate. That's just one, by the way, out of 6 tools. If you want to use other tools like Photoshop, you're paying a monthly subscription for that, and you got to buy extensions, plugins, and all that stuff, right? Action scripts and all that stuff to make it work. And if you have to use some other tools to make it work, like for example, live motion photos, right, where you can animate a photo, that in itself is a monthly subscription. So just one tool will cost you potentially hundreds of dollars per month. Here you don't have to pay any monthly fees, and you could get DesignBeast right now along with all the upgrades included, meaning all inclusive, lifetime access, no limits, no restrictions. Create as much as you want for as many clients as you want, with the special bundle deal along with a secret coupon right on this link, designbeast.io/bundle deal. You can also get that right below this video as well. You can read more details and grab the special bundle deal. When you go to the checkout page, please use the coupon bundle10, okay, BUNDLE and the number 10, to get a special 10% discount on all the upgrades bundle. Now that means it's going to save you well over $24 or something, $25 on the purchase price. Now, what are the upgrades? What do you get access to? So the commercial license of DesignBeast is $47, and there are 4 upgrades, and all of them included. It's going to cost you just around $250. With a special discount, you're going to get 10% knocked off of the price, which is an excellent deal. Because imagine this, just one campaign, one project, one logo, one background removal project for a client, one object removal project, one campaign, right, will more than pay for itself. And then everything else is pure profit. And also, more importantly, everything else makes DesignBeast free thereafter, right? But to make it even better for you, not only am I going to show you all the upgrades, what you're getting, but I'm going to give you some exclusive bonuses that are 10 times worth more than the actual upgrades themselves. That means these bonuses are worth 10x more simply because of incredible value. And the cool part is, I'll let you keep the bonuses even if you decide if this bundle deal is not for you, and get every single penny back, as it's covered by our 30 days no question asked money back guarantee. Does that make sense? Incredibly powerful, because my bonuses will show you exactly how you can grow an agency, affiliate marketing business, and all the other good stuff. Plus, my bonuses also include the ability for you to get 100% commissions on the DesignBeast commercial license. So even if you're promoting it as an affiliate offer, as an affiliate, you're going to get 100% of the revenue. So it's almost like it's your own application, and we are your developers, so to speak, to update it, support it, make it as awesome as possible, and you keep getting the revenue. Or you can do this as an agency or as a consultant, create all these designs and animations for clients. Or we'll also show you with one of my bonuses how you can get an unlimited supply of millions and millions of buyers in an unsaturated marketplace where you can sell your designs and animations, and nobody out there will be competing with you. It's just revolutionary. That's a top secret special bonus you're going to be getting as a bundle deal customer. Only bundle deal customers get access to that, nobody else. So check out all the details and grab it below. I'll jump in to show you what the upgrades are and all that stuff right now. On top of that, one of the common questions I'm seeing is, are there any upgrades or OTOs and that sort of thing? Yes, but they're fully complementary to DesignBeast. Okay, so they solve many of the pain points that you might be having, like getting more templates, growing your agency. If you're trying to deal with thousands of clients, not just a dozen clients, we have a solution for that. Traffic and sales generation, so that you can actually use these actual designs and animations to start getting sales for your business. It doesn't even have to be a client's business, whether it's a product or service, or maybe you're even selling a digital product or a physical product or a service. You can actually start generating traffic and sales with what I'm going to be talking about in just a second, to generate more revenue, to actually duplicate your results many times over and double and triple your profits, right? And that's what we're going to be focusing on. Plus, today on this webinar, you also get my best-selling products and future software releases for free if you get the upgrades. And again, these upgrades are only available for this live webinar, and I'm doing something which I've never done before, only for this webinar. I'll talk about that in just a second, but make sure you go to that link that you see on your screen. I've also been posting the link in the chat box, so you can click on it and go there, or type it into your browser. And this is only available here on this webinar, and not available in any other promotion, or not available anywhere else, including other people or other affiliates or whoever, because this is exclusive to this webinar, and I'm going to be stacking on to what anybody else has ever offered on top, because I want to give you value such that you feel this is the best purchase that you've ever made in your entire life. All right. Now, before I get to the upgrades in just a sec, what you're going to be getting as a bonus is worth 100 times more than the actual upgrades itself. And I'll talk about that right now because that's important, because it's not just about, oh, okay, I have this great application. It's about what other things that you're getting to make sure that you get results. Even the folks who might be getting DesignBeast later, you'll be getting better results than them just because you're on this webinar. All right, that's the goal here. That's why I've spent many months researching, putting together with my team these extremely high quality bonuses for you. So let me walk you through those bonuses. So the first bonus is my 10-day step-by-step success training. Okay, so this is where myself and my team, we will be talking about specifically for 10 sessions. We're going to be talking about how you can basically create designs and animations, and how you can monetize these designs and animations that you create. You know, I showed you some ideas today how you can go to Fiverr and compete with those folks with automation. I showed you a few ideas here. But if I want to show you all the ideas, it definitely does take 10 sessions, because every session could be a deep dive into one idea. And that one idea could be worth thousands of dollars for you in just a few minutes, because now you have that knowledge that you did not have before, right? So that's what we're going to be focusing on. The value is $497. It's a lot more than that, but I'll just put some value to it. But the great part about this is it shows you specifically. I'm not going to leave you high and dry just watching some tutorials or leave you on your way, but I'm going to show you specifically with case studies what people are doing. What are some ways that you can use without having to get any other external application? Everything with DesignBeast and the toolkit that you're getting access to within it. I'm going to show you how to actually succeed, including the upgrades as well that you get as part of DesignBeast. I'll talk about that in just a second. But this training is going to be live. It's going to be interactive. We're going to take your questions, my team and I, and we're going to make sure that nobody is left behind. We're going to make sure that we push you to the finish line. That's the main goal here. All right. Now, the second bonus, which is exclusive again only for this webinar, nobody else will get access to it. It's super top secret. We're thinking, should we release a course and a training series specifically for this and charge you $2,000 or more, but we decided against it. And I'm going to give you this. If you get all the upgrades, I'm going to give you the special bonus, which is 12 days worth of NFT, which is non-fungible token based training on how you can use the DesignBeast application and the upgrades that you get as part of DesignBeast with no other external application, no Photoshop, no any other application out there, no need. Only with DesignBeast, only with our training and resources will provide you, case studies will provide you. We will show you how you can actually start selling and converting your designs and animations into a non-fungible token and start generating ridiculous amount of revenue. Why this is so untapped right now? Nobody is using it right now except for a select group of people, and they're in extremely high success rate right now, simply because it makes sense. When there's a huge amount of people buying this stuff, reselling this stuff and all that stuff, I'll talk about this in just a second, then it's just a question of you being there, right? When something new comes, for example, when Facebook was brand new, everybody who jumped on Facebook first were the ones who actually benefited the most, right? When YouTube came in first, people who jumped into YouTube were the first. eBay came into the picture. First few people on eBay made a ton of money. When people actually saw Amazon and took advantage of Amazon in the early days, they're the ones who built great businesses. This right here is the future of designs and graphics unique to a certain purpose. That means this is, if you will, a marketplace of millions and millions of buyers who will buy your designs and animations for top dollar. And when they resell these designs as well, you will make a profit, because you can actually set it where you create something with DesignBeast. Will show you what to do, exactly what not to do, and then how you can actually forever collect royalties for the designs. And there's a lot of nitty-gritty details behind this, but you will be getting all that training. It might take a lot of sessions. That's why I'm saying 12 days. It might take a few sessions to get it, but the point is we're going to focus on this, effectively making sure that you understand it. Now, how powerful is this? Let me show you. So as you can see here, this is a recent article where basically it was also on Bloomberg and Business Insider, where a 12-year-old kid, made over $160,000 in Ethereum on NFTs in one day, okay? And basically in 24 hours, he created this little icon, this whale, right? Nothing really fancy. He created this, right? And he was able to sell out in a few minutes, right? As you can see here, he had 3,350 of these created and sold in 9 hours, okay? And he was just 12 years old on his first try, actually. And there's another one last month, which was a 13-year-old kid, right, who did the same thing. and on, right? Now, if these kids, this is the future, right? And what I realized is this is the stuff that they're doing. You see this weird whales. So what they'll do is they'll create these little graphics and animations and then create an NFT out of it and start selling. And based on our research, we spent tons of money on this and resources to learn from the experts on this stuff. And what we realized is there's two benefits for this one, okay? So I want to be very clear you understand. So the two benefits are, one is when you create something like you can sell it to somebody, and that somebody can sell to somebody else in the future, maybe years down the line, months down the line, and you can collect royalties for that 10%, 20% forever. And just one graphic or one actual animation that you create with DesignBeast could be worth this. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have that first one have a slam dunk, but this is so brand new, it's worth getting into. It's worth learning, right? And we're going to teach you specifically everything we know. My team and I, we have a special person who's going to train you on this stuff. He's also just 18 years old, and he's going to actually show you exactly how to do this step by step so that there's no room for error, no confusion on your part. And this is the newest trend. Imagine if you were in Amazon in the early days or eBay in the early days, this is what it is. I mean, in fact, even for me, it's so brand new, right? I don't know many of these things. The younger generation do. So why not learn from them? And I'm learning right now. There's not much information out there for this stuff. We're going to train you on this, okay? And whatever we're learning and whatever we mastered, you're going to learn and you're going to get the first tips of this stuff, okay? Pretty powerful. And I cannot stress this enough. This is extremely highly valuable because, as I said, it's so brand new. You'll see tons of courses on this, tons of so-called guru products released in the future on this stuff. But trust me when I tell you, the only way you're gonna get results with it is if you jump in before everybody else, right? If you jump in 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you're too late. You're gonna the early bird gets the worm, right? This is why we're gonna be training you on this. And again, as I said, this will be focused completely on the DesignBeast technology, right? You're not need any external application. You not need to buy Photoshop or some other tool or some video creator tool or whatever. You don't need any of that stuff. You can use everything within DesignBeast to make this possible, and we're gonna focus on that. Nobody else will be able to do that because they don't have DesignBeast, and secondly, they don't have the knowledge and the resources and the amount of money spent to research this stuff and time spent, right? More than money, many months of research to figure out this stuff. So you're gonna learn this. Extremely powerful. As I said, if 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds are doing, there's no excuse why you should not at least try to do it, right? And this is, again, next generation with machine learning, artificial intelligence, and some other stuff where you don't need to be a coder or anything, but you just gotta know what is working, what is not working, and we'll teach you with that. Okay, top secret stuff. Only folks on this webinar will get this, and it's gonna be live and interactive. You cannot attend the live events, you're gonna get the replays for it. Top secret stuff, okay? I will answer any questions you have to make sure that you get great results with it. It's brand new, so nobody else will get access to something like this, okay? You're gonna have live case studies, and again, with DesignBeast, there's no excuse. You don't have to buy another tool to make it work, all right? Now, the other bonus, okay, which is very critical, is you're gonna have the ability to create unlimited designs and animations forever, including parallel AI client projects, okay? This is important. You see, within DesignBeast, you can create hundreds of designs every single month, right? Oftentimes though, we have certain internal limitations on how much you can create in a single day. So for example, if 1,000 clients come to you, effectively, it's not viable for us to have you do 1 million projects in a day, right? So there are certain hard limits that we put, even though 99% of the people will never need to do thousands of designs and animations in a day. We know that there's that 1% or 2% or that top tier people just like yourself who might need to do this, where your profit potential is unlimited, where it costs us incredible amount of server resources and all that. Everybody else who'll be getting it after this webinar, for this, they will have to pay a recurring subscription, right? You will get this as a part of getting all the upgrades. That means if 1,000 clients come to you tomorrow and you have to use artificial intelligence technologies, you will have the ability to do unlimited amount of those without any issues parallelly doing them or any restrictions and all that stuff. Normally, we'd have a fair use policy. That's what everybody has, where we don't allow somebody to just come in and abuse the system and do millions of these things, right, in a day. But here, you can do that. And that is extremely powerful. That means it puts you on the map where you could be as big as a big agency spending $10,000, $20,000 a month with high-end technologies, high-end servers, high-end everything. It's as good as you developing this application and having my developers remove all the mumbo jumbo stuff behind the scenes so that you have that private, dedicated infrastructure designed for you. Does that make sense? And I cannot stress how powerful this is. I mean, most of you will not even understand the power, but the few of you who do, you'll realize how powerful this is. Because when we talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning, think of it this way. When I'm talking about duplicating yourself, instead of duplicating yourself 5 times over, what if you can duplicate yourself 5,000 times over? Well, that's the power you can get with this. And that, no money can buy that. Again, only on this webinar. It's top secret. Everybody else will be paying a recurring subscription to get it. I'll talk about that in just a second. You on this webinar, if you get all the upgrades, you'll get this included as well. Again, super, super powerful. Then on top of that, I'm also going to be giving you one-on-one weekly mentorship training. This is my closest strategies and stuff that I share with my closest clients, including myself and my team. And again, I'll be emailing all these bonuses to you automatically in the next 24 to 48 hours, slightly more depending on if I'm doing it in batches because I have to do manually. But email me your receipt at bonus@designbeast.io just to ensure that I can get in touch with you right out of the gate. This is important to ensure that I can help you as much as I can in getting these bonuses as quickly as possible. But in any event, I know who purchased all the upgrades, so I'll get in touch with you. This is for 1 year, where I'm going to have my team and I train you Mondays and Fridays for 1 whole year. So that's almost 700 some sessions on exactly different aspects of your business. Could it be team building? Could it be stuff like NFT, which I'm talking about? Anything you request, we'll talk about that. And it's going to be live, and you're going to have access to all the replays and everything else. This is the best way to grow. This is the best way to see what's working. This is the best way to actually have somebody guide you through the whole process, have somebody really help you grow, okay? And this is something that we do to our best clients to ensure you get incredible results faster than ever before, incredible results in a solid way to consistently grow, consistently profit, and consistently start getting results right out of the gate. All right. Now, on top of that, you're also going to get my AI sales getting chatbot maker. This is basically a chatbot system that works with social media and all the other platforms out there, where you can use this to immediately start creating chatbots with the graphics that you generate. So for example, you want to add GIFs, or you want to add some type of graphics you created with DesignBeast, some variations and stuff like that. You can create a sales getting chatbot where you could have it in your website, blog, and that sort of thing, and embed it. And the chatbot will do the selling for you. You'll ask your client, hey, look, how many graphics do you need? How many animations do you need? What kind of stuff do you need? Background removal stuff? Do you need object removal? Do you need, for example, if you will, mock-ups or anything, right? That you can design with DesignBeast. This will actually do the selling for you. You're going to get this technology with commercial rights, so you can use it for your clients' projects as well. You can build these chatbots for clients as well. It's a top secret technology. Very few people in the world really have access to it. You get access to it for free as a bonus for getting all the upgrades. Plus, you're also going to get the best bonus that we have, if you will, if you think about it. Along with my office hours training, I also run a WhatsApp group that is exclusive. We actually had such high amount of people interested when I did it recently that we closed it down, because WhatsApp only allows 52 people or something, 57 people per group, right? That means we had 57 people within a minute, and we had to shut it down because it was too many. So for a select group of people on this webinar who buy all the upgrades, I'm going to open it up for a limited time, where you're going to have this right here. The beauty of this is you have direct connection with myself and my team. So sometimes, I get an idea which could be worth, like this NFT thing I'm talking about, something else which is really, really mind-blowing. And instead of asking you to come to a webinar or inviting you, I could just text you the important links, documents, maybe even some 3-4 lines of text, which will automatically help you grow. And you don't have to waste your time going to some course or watching hours and hours of videos on YouTube and wasting your time. You get a summary of everything that is important happening right now in this WhatsApp group, which is very, very critical and very, very important for your success. And on top of that, you also get my Skype 101 mentorship group, which you can interact with like-minded people. So our WhatsApp group is in such a way where I can communicate with you, our team can communicate with you, but there's no interactivity there. With the Skype group, we can interact with like-minded entrepreneurs just like yourself and grow your business and your brand and that sort of thing. It's extremely critical. It helps you grow, and it is very, very quick in terms of how you can build relationships and how you can basically cultivate the network, right? Your network is your net worth. This is the best way. We have lifelong friendships built in this group, which is extraordinarily powerful. So you have basically on top of that the Vid Compass app as well, which converts any animation, any video you create, even the photos you convert to videos, into multiple languages to reach audiences around the world, even parts of the world where they don't even speak English as a native language, like Spanish, German, and that sort of thing. And this is the application which does that, which reaches people in different parts of the world that you didn't even know existed who want to watch your content. And it can do that for you, which is extraordinarily powerful. You also get the vid rank engine, again, the 3D photos and videos that you can create and any kind of animation you can create. This will allow you to rank it on top of YouTube specifically, and it does that through, again, it also helps with actually Instagram and other places, because it's going to give you the hashtags and also the important keywords that you need to put into your images, your designs, and your animations to actually get people to watch and read, because it's going to show the trending ones before the trending stuff even happen. Very critical. And you also get the viral meme generator technology, which allows you to generate memes on top of the designs and stuff, and these memes can also be put on top of the designs and mock-ups that you create within DesignBeast. And on top of that, you also get the neon video maker technology, which is really powerful. If you already have this one, you updated it recently, you get the updated version, which is even better than before. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get the neon video maker technology, and also which has tons and tons of templates for you to easily create neon style videos, which are a really cool way to boost the reach of your content. And you also get the video thumbnail maker. This is extremely critical, by the way. You can do these thumbnails within DesignBeast, but in case you want to do video thumbnails particularly, you can do that as well, which is an added service you can give to your clients. You get this as a bonus, and you also get royalty-free music tracks on top of it as well that you can put into any of your basically animations or videos that you create within DesignBeast, especially those 3D photo video creation stuff. Background music is critical for that. Well, you can do this as well. You can put it for those and a whole lot more. You know, I could keep going on and on the bonuses, but as I showed you, I don't want to fill it up with 1,000 junk bonuses or 100, but my goal is to ensure that you get great results. Okay, that is the ultimate goal here. I don't care about anything else. And why should you get these bonuses right now? I hereby guarantee that these exclusive bonuses are only available in this live webinar. It will not be available anywhere else, especially some of those bonuses like I told you, the NFT training, especially the 10-day training, where we're going to do masterclass training and go step by step. My WhatsApp group, nobody gets access to that one. And on top of that as well, where we're going to go in depth and talk about some secret stuff that no other, even other DesignBeast customers don't get access to it. And I hereby guarantee that the apps and done for you bonuses will not be launched until March 2022. So for example, that NFT training we're giving you, I expect that to be a $2,000 course very soon, because it's so brand new. There's so much interest in that subject. Not many people are experts at it. I spent tens of thousands of dollars to research alongside with my team and got the best experts to teach us on that stuff. Well, you're not going to have anybody ever competing with you on that, because only you will get access to the secret information, which gives you a head start over everybody else, right? And an unfair advantage over everybody else, including me. And this is also the WhatsApp group where I'm updating you new trends that are happening in design, graphics, and also NFT and some of the other platforms out there, which are so brand new, so cutting edge, that it's like being in Amazon back in 2006, where there's no competition, being in eBay back in 2000, 2001, when there was zero competition and there was millions of buyers, but there's only a handful of people selling there. You want your designs to do the selling for you. You got to be in a marketplace with millions of buyers and only a handful of sellers, right? It's a supply and demand thing. We'll help you with this. And you can keep all the bonuses, even if your DesignBeast is not for you, and take a full refund. Okay, it's my way of thanking you for taking action, because ultimately my goal is for you to be happy and satisfied, right? So again, here's the link that I want you to go to right now, and you can email us the receipt at bonus@designbeast.io. I'll be happy to get in touch with you as soon as possible and getting you access to the bonuses. The NFT training particularly, that's going to be a live training session along with my 10-day training session as well. They'll be running parallelly so that you basically can answer any questions you have, and we want to basically mold it based on your feedback and improve things, because everybody's level is different. Somebody is a very inexperienced person, somebody has decent intermediate knowledge. So based on where your level is, we're actually going to mold that training so that you can actually get great results, and we'll help you every step of the way there. Okay, very critical for you to understand. Now, in terms of the upgrades, so let me actually go through them so that you can get through it. Again, as I said, you should be buying the upgrades just for the bonuses alone, right? It goes without saying. And another thing is every single upgrade that you get also comes with a 30-day no question asked money back guarantee. So keep what you like and get rid of what you don't like. This is very critical, okay? Sometimes I see some of these folks talk about bundle deals and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is if you pay, say, $300 or whatever to buy a bundle, if you don't like one of the upgrades, there's no way for you to get partial of money back or whatever, right? Here, I'm saying try the upgrades, keep what you like and get rid of what you don't like. So that way you save some bucks, right? Let's say you like DesignBeast and one of the upgrades, you don't like another upgrade or whatever, get rid of that. So you're only spending your money on stuff that you see value in, and you're not forced to get something just for the sake of getting it, and then you have no choice but to keep it even though you didn't like one or two elements. That's my goal. I want you to save money and put it in a wiser way to actually grow your business. That's the reason why I want you to individually check out the upgrades and get it, because I want you to keep what you like and get rid of what you don't like. That's the big thing for me, because I would do the same thing. If you were my family or my friend, I would tell you, look, you get what you like. If you get results with it, keep that, because you're getting an ROI, right? So let's say you spend $50 on something and you made $2,000, and keep it. If you spend, say, $100 on something and then you made, say, $500, and keep it. But if you spend $300 on something and then you made zero, then you don't want to be in a situation where you're stuck, right? You want to be in a situation where, okay, I'll try this other thing and I'll keep what I like and I'll get rid of what I don't like, right? That's the big benefit here. And I'll post all the links to the upgrades in the chat box right now. You can click on it and go there and get access to each one of them if you haven't already gotten them. As I said, if you're having an order issues, just use PayPal option or the credit card, checkout with credit card option, the green button you'll see in the checkout page. You can try that. That goes through Stripe for us, so you can try the Stripe option to pay in case you're having issues with PayPal, or vice versa, right? Whatever the case might be. I want to make sure that you get the best value, and also you have the flexibility to do what you desire, right? And you have the flexibility to keep what you like and get rid of what you don't like at the end of the day, which is the best way for you to save money and also get an incredible ROI, and also get stuff right now, lock in all these bonuses, and tomorrow you don't like one of them, I'll let you keep these bonuses anyways. It's not going to be where, oh, okay, sorry, you didn't like one of the upgrades, so too bad, I'm not going to give you these bonuses. No, I want to give you these bonuses regardless, okay? That's my promise to you. So the first upgrade that you're getting access to is the Elite upgrade. What this is really, really powerful. For just a one-time payment, no monthly fees, no yearly fees, and all that mumbo jumbo stuff per render fee or something like that, you get access to 2,000 premium ready-to-use design templates. These are unlocked right within the application immediately, meaning you don't have to pay, wait for them and that sort of thing. Plus, you'll also get 80 new templates added each month for 1 full year with no monthly fees one more time right away added for you. So that means, think of it this way, you're going to be getting well over, right, another 1,000 or so templates here roughly, and you're going to have 2,000. So 3,000 templates are added right out of the gate, so you have an edge over your competition. No monthly fees, you do that and you'll start keeping on getting them in the application. No need for you to update the application or that mumbo jumbo stuff, because it's a web-based application. They all get updated immediately. Plus, you also get thousands of premium text effects and animations on top. This is powerful because a lot of text effects and animations and all that good stuff, oftentimes what happens, and I've seen this happen hundreds of times over, is you want to get some new icons, fonts, effects. Oftentimes you're asked to go get it externally, right? And if you had Photoshop or some of these applications, you have to buy fonts externally. You have to actually buy plugins and themes and all this other stuff to make it work, right? Action scripts and stuff. Here you don't have to do all that. We are going to include that. Even the ones we built custom just for this application, which cost us tens of thousands of dollars, we'll include that. Even once you have requests for, we'll put that in as well, which is extremely powerful. Stickers, anything you can imagine to make your designs and animations stand out. Plus, you're also going to get millions of royalty-free design assets, icons, and vectors on top of it as well. Stuff, websites like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, and other platforms charge you thousands and thousands of dollars for just a couple of hundred images. In some cases, they'll charge you $150 just for one asset. Here, you don't have to do any of that stuff. We'll give you all those premium assets. Plus, you'll also get beta access to all the software updates and new features released before everybody else, because we have to make sure that we give you priority for that. And also, you have priority actual work when you're trying to create these designs and stuff. We're going to put you into separate servers, so your stuff will be created first before everybody else. And of course, our goal is to make sure that we are on top of the game when it comes to helping you out. And again, instead of normal fee of $47 a month, which is what other people will be paying in the future, you'll get it for just one-time payment of just, in this case, 67 bucks. And the price will increase at any time. I just want to be clear here, right? And this is very important you understand. This is a must-have upgrade if you wanted to basically supercharge your results. Again, comes with a no question a 30-day money back guarantee. So for any reason, no reason at all, you don't like this, you get every single penny back. Keep what you like, get rid of what you don't like. It's as simple as that. Now, the second upgrade is the DesignBeast agency upgrade. Now, this is super powerful. What this does is it allows you to have 5 extra agency sub accounts for virtual workers and family. This is useful because if you want to give it to a virtual worker to create designs for clients, or you want to give it to a family, friends, and that sort of thing, so they can use this artificial intelligence and machine learning powered technology to supercharge your business, as well as, you know, help you out to grow your business even further. You can do that. Now, these, for example, alone, if you were to buy them, right, let's talk about buying them separately, each would be costing about $200 right out of the gate, right? If you just bought 50 bucks, they'll cost about 200 bucks or so just at the start, right? So you don't have to pay 200 bucks for this. Plus, you get step-by-step videos on how to sell your designs for top dollar, which is really cool. You get agency training specifically on agency only, which is how to create designs, what kind of designs, where do you get clients, what do you do once a client says no, what do you do when a client says yes, what do you do for onboarding clients, what are the high value things you can do to get results with clients, and all that good stuff, right? And also on top of that, you're going to get done for you agency marketing bundle. This is very critical. This is completely with sales videos, business cards, brochures, flyers, ready-made emails, invoices, letterheads, client contracts, and a whole lot more, specifically to create a design and animation agency. That means you're never stuck, you're never left behind. You know exactly what to do to onboard clients and close them and that sort of thing. It cost us tens of thousands of dollars to create this, put this together. You don't have to pay 10,000 bucks. Let us pay that to different legal representatives, different folks in the industry that we have to pay to put this all together. And that means this done for your business package, right, automates the selling process for you. This includes everything you'll need, PowerPoint presentations and all that good stuff, so you can attract big ticket clients and close sales. That means you have legal client contracts, agency sales videos that we spent thousands of dollars to create. You get the agency website that we built that is drag and drop easy to edit, right? If you know how to use WordPress, you'll know how to use this right out of the gate. And if not, we'll help you out as well to make sure that it's super easy to set up and for you to start getting results. And this upgrade is just $49 one-time payment. Like, think about this, right? If you were to get this, and only folks who get everything basically will get access to this agency upgrade, meaning you gotta get the main offer for DesignBeast. But the beauty here is that if you think about it, right, with this 5 extra sub accounts itself, you'll more than make up for anything else, including all the other good stuff you're getting, agency, website, and all that stuff. And it's just 49 bucks. Not that expensive if you think about it, right? And you're getting the ability to outsource majority of the work that you're doing as a part of DesignBeast, which is where you should be heading to in the long run, right? We thought about all this stuff, so that's what you should be looking at long term. Super cheap, super valuable, and if you're a serious consultant or an agency, this is a must-have for you to get, especially if you want to outsource the work and have somebody else do all the work for you. Next, we have the DesignBeast Bundle upgrade. This is really awesome because this is 4 additional unique apps that are designed to maximize your revenues and boost your profits even more. These are unique, meaning they're built from scratch, designed to get you more results and more sales. And you're getting them as a bundle, as a package. And that's going to be 4 apps you're going to get for less than the price of one. So basically for half the price of one, if you will. And the first software you're going to be getting access to is Video Survey Pro. This allows you to basically survey and collect testimonials, feedback, and all that stuff from clients, whether it's for your own purpose or even for as an agency or consult for other businesses. Collecting reviews, collecting testimonials, collecting surveys, information is extremely powerful. You already know this, right? We actually use this exact same technology to also collect a lot of our video testimonials, video reviews, and also any kind of a review or anything like that. And we like to have it backed up in one place, right? So we can reference it later in the future, embed it in our websites and that stuff, that sort of thing. You can do that with this application. Saves you a ton of time. It's mobile compatible as well, so somebody can leave a testimonial with you with their mobile device, which is very critical, meaning they can do that on the go, right? It's very, very powerful. And it's built to also syndicate all the videos you create to social platforms with the built-in syndication system. So that means even those motion images and 3D video photos, right? All that stuff that you're creating where you're converting a photo into a 3D video, well, or an animated photo, you can use that as well and syndicate them to social media using this technology. Secondly, you have video resizer. Now this is something that is requested quite a bit. You have an image resizer as a part of DesignBeast, but not many have a video resizer out there, especially for those animated photos that you're creating and all that. We created an external application. All it does is resize videos and add emojis, text, stickers, images, and anything you can imagine. And you can render multiple versions of that same video for, say, LinkedIn, for social media platforms like Snapchat, Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You get the idea. All these other platforms out there, so that you can get better results than ever before. And then you get the third application as well on top of it. It's called Pixel Perfect. What this does is it converts a low quality image into Ultra HD. This is probably something you've noticed recently, where a lot of businesses are converting old school photos which are not done properly, even the old mobile phones and devices that were not pixel perfect. Well, it's going to convert that image into an HD image that you can stretch, shrink, and upload into social media platforms without any pixelation, which is very powerful. It's a unique technology that we developed that allows you to do this on the fly, and you can do unlimited amount of these photos that you can upscale, as it's called, without any extra tools, equipment, or even having to spend extra dollars to buy better equipment to do that. You can just do that on the go. Then the fourth application is an animated ads builder. So this is basically where you can do banner ads, video ads, and you can do any kind of stuff where you can add fonts, resize and elements. You can even create video ads specific to platforms like Google, specifically with Google platforms. Like there's something called the GDN, Google Display Network, meaning you can have these ads on CNN, Fox News, some of these other platforms out there, and have it beautifully start getting you sales and traffic. It's good for your clients as well, because there's a special way to do them, dimensions, animations, everything. You're going to get this application as well, which allows you to do all that. And they're integrated into actually the DesignBeast application itself. Let me show you where they are. So as you can see here, when you log into the DesignBeast application, when you purchase this upgrade, you'll see this right here. You see animated ad builder, pixel perfect app. You'll see that. So you can actually open it from within the application itself, like so, and start using this application. So it's built in. So you get that upgrade, it's going to be automatically within the application for you. And you get this upgrade for a low price of just 39 bucks at this time. It's definitely going to double by the end of the special deal ends. We're just giving this to make it as easy and affordable as possible for you. I want to make sure that you get great tools like this, that you'd have spent easily at least $50 per tool, like 47 bucks per tool, which should have cost you $200 right out of the gate. Well, I'm giving it to you at a rock bottom price. Our cost of building these applications actually is what you're getting to, because I don't want you to buy these separately. These are all helpful for you. Like animated ad builder is just an add-on and a natural upgrade to, for example, building static mock-ups and images and designs. Right now you can do animated designs, so you can animate an existing design and create banner ads or video ads and all that stuff, which is really powerful, especially if you want to get them into top tier websites as ads, which is where a lot of businesses want to be right now. So it's definitely a must-have upgrade and super cheap for you to get access to right out of the gate. The final upgrade, which is probably the most profitable upgrade of all, as I mentioned before, which will be a monthly subscription going forward. It will be. There's no question about it. This will be converted to monthly subscription only for this webinar, and probably a few hours thereafter. It's going to be a one-time payment. Thereafter, everybody will be paying a monthly fee. Trust me on this. This is only for people who buy all the upgrades that I'm offering. This is what I was trying to get back to, which was a special thing that I'm doing for you. Unlimited parallel renders, unlimited projects, unlimited clients you can manage, no fair use policy, all that stuff that you have with even the biggest of big platforms out there. And the beauty with this is, and this is important, is that normally with DesignBeast, right, we allow you to create hundreds of these, hundreds of background removal, hundreds of them every single month, right? And then we're not going to restrict you to only 100 one time and then buy extra credits like other platforms do. So the thing is that when you're talking about these other platforms and these other engines, they all charge per image background removal, per object removal, or per live motion photo technology, or for cloud storage you get charged more, all this stuff, right? Here the problem is when you're looking at growing your business and you want to do especially 100 clients at a time, 300 clients at a time, you need a system that can be infinitely scalable, and you need a system that can do unlimited, right? Meaning you're not going to be where other apps out there which is, for example, they'll say only, you can get lifetime access to something, but it's $29 per month for lifetime, right? Or you're going to see something where it's limited to certain amount of designs you can build, for example, every year or something like that. Here, we're going to remove every single limit, okay? Just to be transparent with you, we have a system in place to ensure that, people don't abuse the regular DesignBeast project, right? Like, so for example, we don't want somebody to just do 1,000 projects in a hour, because you can with artificial intelligence, because it costs us 1,000 servers capacity, right? It's equivalent to 1,000 users using it. But I want to do this for you because this is for those powerhouse users who have hundreds of clients you want to grow, and more importantly, you want to use the power of artificial intelligence to true scale. Well, this way you can do unlimited logos, unlimited background removal, sell to unlimited clients. You can manage parallel projects like 100 projects, 200 projects, 1,000 projects at once if you wish, and you have unlimited object removal. So normally you would say with DesignBeast, you would have to create just about 600 designs, for example, per month, 600 background removals per month, and you have like 600 logos per month, that sort of thing, right? And that's quite a bit, right? That means you can do 20 projects per day minimum, or even hundreds of projects if you wish, right? And then it keeps continuing, right? Meaning that you can, for example, carry forward with that. And this is the normal one when people run these special one-time offer deals. This is a very normal thing to do because we want to prevent abuse and that sort of thing. With this upgrade, we're removing all that, because that means if tomorrow this will become a monthly subscription, you will not be charged a monthly fee. You lock in at the low one-time price, which is just as you can see here. I'm telling you right now, you can take my word to the bank. You get all the upgrades. I will make sure that you get this for the one-time payment that is right now. Even if it actually becomes a monthly subscription in the future, you get this upgrade right now, you'll lock in, okay? You'll lock in for good, and you'll not be restricted with anything, even if it costs me a lot of money. I just want you to understand, just the background removal alone, behind the scenes for us, it costs us, for every background removal you do, at least 10 cents per background removal, okay? And that means you can imagine that. Even object removal, same thing, 10 cents. This live motion photos, 10 cents per each. And cloud storage, it's even more expensive to store your projects because they're very, very hefty projects. So you got all this stuff with no mumbo jumbo, no restrictions, and you can use it. And I'm telling you, this upgrade will become a monthly subscription. There's no question about it. You can take it to the bank, if you will. We're doing it as a special for our best customers who show up to webinars like this, who actually, contribute to the app development. This application has been in development for over 2 years. You can see the quality in it, right? We are competing with some very high-end billion-dollar companies, and so we had to invest every single resource that we could, every single technology we could possibly put. We put in this, and you're gonna get this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a one-time payment now, but not gonna be the case forever. Let me repeat that again. In a day or so, okay, it is going to become a recurring subscription. At that point, let me repeat that again. At that point, you cannot come back and say, Paul, I won this for that one-time payment. This is the last chance, okay? I want to do this in a webinar so that I give you that one last opportunity to get everything for a one-time price for lifetime access, and then not have to pay any monthly fees thereafter, okay? I just want to be clear. Normally, every other DesignBeast member, for the basic license, which is the commercial license, the front end, for that $47 one-time payment or so you're getting access to, or just under $50, you're gonna have to pay, right? You're gonna have to pay for that. You get 600 credits per month that reset every month, right? 600 more next month and thereafter for the apps, 6 apps that included. That means you can do 600 logo design, 600 blah blah blah, right? 600 background removal, 600 this, 600 live motion. Here it's unlimited, no limits. You can do as many as you wish, and if you really want to grow your business, is a must-have. And right now it's a one-time payment at a ridiculously low price, and it's only for people who buy all the upgrades. I can guarantee you this. Afterwards, even those who get it and don't get all the upgrades, just so we're clear, they will probably have to pay a monthly subscription, meaning we'll convert those people who didn't buy all the upgrades, because they're not helping us really pay for our developers, our server costs, and a lot of the designs. We have to get a design team to build the designs. 7,000 plus designs don't happen overnight, right? It takes several years to do so. So you're going to be getting this unlimited license for a one-time payment only for now. Please, I warned you, okay? Please don't come back to me later and say, you didn't warn me, Paul. You should have told me this. I'm telling you, it's going to become a monthly subscription. No questions about it, for sure, right? It could be a few hours from now, a day from now. We have certain limits on how many we can do this for, because even just removal of background will cost you thousands of dollars when you go into a platform, right? Or monthly fees. and even any one of these technologies out there. Nobody does it, and we want to do it to reward you. Okay, just want to be clear. So if you want to get 1000x more results, this is the best upgrade to get. And again, as I said, if you buy all the upgrades, I will guarantee you that even in the future, if this becomes a recurring subscription, you will, as you can even email us, say, Paul, I bought all the upgrades, I'm an active member, please, you're charging a recurring subscription for this now. Can you, for me, only for me, because I bought all the upgrades in the webinar, lock in at that price I got in? I will do that exception for you, but others, not so much. Okay, just want to be clear, because I want to give back. That said, thank you so much for being on this webinar. Get the bundle deal here, right on this page. You could scroll down and click the button right there. Hit the bundle 10 coupon in the checkout page to save 10% straight out of the gate. This is an awesome deal because you're gonna buy all the upgrades anyway, so might as well save 10% on it. On top of that, get these exclusive bonuses that I'm giving only for people who get the bundle deal, or in effect all the upgrades. So make sure that you get it right now. This is the time to do so. You're not going to get another opportunity with this, and this is your last and final chance to do so, because we're going to be changing things over and make some elements of DesignBeast a recurring subscription later, but you're going to be grandfathered in forever. And again, as I said, you have 30 days, no question on money back guarantee to test drive everything. And because of that, I really want you to give it a shot. It'll be worth your while. And of course, with my training, mentorship, and guidance along the way, help you and train you and mentor you to actually get you great results, you're not going to be left behind. So that said, get all the details below on this page, or go to that page, designbeast.io/bundle deal, and hit the coupon bundle 10. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Take care, good luck, and I will talk to you very, very soon. See you on the inside.